My name is Ryan. I was born in Prague. I am a Jew, and I survived terrorism.
Zuzana Winterova, 11 years old, perished in Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Gabriela Frioma, 10 years old, perished at Auschwitz, May 18th, 1944. Frankenset Brozman, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 15th, 1943. Eva Belova, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 4th, 1944. Liana Franklova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz, October 19th, 1944. Alfred Weisskopf, 16 years old, perished at Auschwitz, December 18th, 1944. Hansa Kochek, 16 and a half years old, perished at Auschwitz, January 21st, 1945.
My name is Raya. I was born in Prague. Mother, father, Pavel, Mirka, Irina, Hansa. They are all gone, and I am alone. But that is not important. Only one thing is important. Now I am a Jew, and I survived. Terezin was a fortress built by Emperor Joseph II of Austria for his mother Maria Theresa. About 60 kilometers from Prague, it slept quietly in its green valleys and blue skies until
March 5th, 1939, German Wehrmacht enters Prague. December 1st, 1939, Jewish children excluded from state elementary schools. June 14th, 1940, Auschwitz concentration camp set up. September 27th, 1941, Reinhard Heydrich orders mass deportation of Jews and establishes Terezin as a Jewish ghetto. October 16th, 1941, first trains leave for Prague for Terezin. Among them were children.
Irina Sankova? It's right back here, in the back. Have the children arrived? Yes, nearly 400, more than the earlier transport. Come along. Later when the workers return, then the older children. We'll find places for them in the barracks. Each one must have a place. And tomorrow, when another train arrives, we'll find a place for them. In the barracks and here in the school. They must start living again. Yes, you'll go to school again. But go along now with Renka, to the bathhouse and then to supper. I promise. Come. You must go along now to the bathhouse.
I told Papa, come along now to the bathhouse. You must take a shower so you don't get any symptoms in the camp. I told him to leave his clothes on the ground in front of him. I told him his shoes had been his clothes so he could find them again. And he took him to death. He never got his shoes, socks,
Great. This is a real bathhouse. You can soak and take a shower.
He took him to the bathhouse. He never got his shoes.
That was Auschwitz. Here you are with friends. What is your name? I'm Irina Sankova. I'm a teacher here at Terezin. You'll be coming to school with us, won't you? You're from Prague. I once taught in Prague. It's a beautiful city. I remember when I first came to Prague, I was about your age. I remember how frightened I was, but after I made a few friends, I was happy to live there. Now, you are not alone. You must not be afraid either. Now that you know my name, you must tell me yours. How can you be friends? I won't know what to call you.
I remember his tattoo here.
much to do here in school. You'll be coming here tomorrow, perhaps. There are many children. We have few books, but many songs. And every day, they wish to redraw and paint. Here, each of the children has drawn a spring picture. Would you like to paint one? Well, tomorrow you may begin. We save all the papers we find, forms, wrapping paper, and some of the children bring their own. When there's enough, the children draw and paint. Would you like to choose a piece of your own, Robin?
My name is Raya. Slowly, I began to heal. I and hundreds of children who passed through Irina's and Kova's school. It was months before I could say anything, but my name is Raya. I said it over and over, just to hear the sound of my voice. Perhaps just to make sure I still knew my name. Raya. It was an achievement for me. Irina knew it. She gave me paper and paint, and I wrote my name in stiff, crippled characters. Raya, Raya, Raya. I said it just to make sure I still knew I was alive. And suddenly one day, I wrote another name, Irina. Then I knew I was healed. I could paint and draw and speak again. I could tell Irina the things I was remembering. I was no longer afraid to remember.
Raya, cover the bread and close the door to the kitchen. The candles will go out.
Papa's coming up the street. I'm buried with him. I can see him from the back window.
Raya, you must not open the back shutters. I told you that. Do you hear?
She'll get us all in trouble.
She'll be careful. Raya, come. It's time to light the Sabbath.
Without Papa, he's coming.
And he will be here. Come away from the window now. Papa, at last.
All right, I'm late,
I
buddy.
saw you from the back window, Papa, so you weren't really late.
Of course not. As long as I am in sight, I am not late. Besides, I was delayed by around about it.
I knew I'd be blamed for it all. It's true this time, Anna. I kept him waiting. You'll understand. Of course, you would protect him.
No, I'm here.
Pavel, come away from the window. They must keep the shutters closed. You know that.
Nazis. So close you can see the damn swastikas on the wings.
Pavel, the Sabbath.
Sabbath Eve. And the Nazis about to join us.
Pavel, if we are not
We're
careful.
gone now.
Careful. You must all be careful. Tonight, planes. Tomorrow, tanks.
Tomorrow, Joseph, what do you mean?
Mama, Pablo, all of you. Oh, but today I lost my place.
If it can't be true.
We all know how to
But
promise.
you were promised.
Promises. What do they mean? I wish I put to work at lunar meets. They are building a station.
But Papa, you're not a carpenter, you're a teacher.
Hush, Raya. Let your father explain.
I must learn manual labor. Imagine, all of us at the school. All of us.
Building a station.
Today they came to the school. We were given 1 hour to clear away. Books, papers, everything. 1 hour after all those years.
The school can't wait. There's still more.
Mama, it may be that we may have to move. It may be that we must do so. We are
We are Jews.
Pavel, try to have patience.
We are Jews. They are relocating the boundaries, 12 blocks to either side. We must all push according to the area of the old ghetto.
So once again,
But Papa, they promised.
soon.
Tomorrow.
Sundown. The Sabbath, sundown, Anna.
They give us the Sabbath to get ready. It saves a working day. What did you tell them?
What should I have told them? Some say it's the last order.
Someone always says this is the last order, but every month the ghetto grows smaller.
What should I have told them? What is a Jew told to his general landlord?
They can't expect us to.
Women too. They are released to work in the streets.
All unmarried women must report to work in the streets with the men.
Yurka.
Here too. Mama, you must give up the school. Jews are no longer allowed to teach.
Yurka. Where is she?
You return out with the rest.
Well, we thought the council was going to people. Why does the council sit while a whole Nazi army walks in?
You have been meeting.
Talk!
Their considerations. So you'll attack. Shout slogans. You and your friends. Be brave.
Rather than hiding behind our prayer shawls,
Papa, you go too far.
at least shouting lets the Nazis know we're alive.
You go too far. Too far. You think we don't know? You joked us at the regional theater.
The regional theater. Papa, you know Jews are not
A
allowed.
little joke on the guards? What do you know? I mean, Sophie stoned out the lights in the street and attacked them from the ambush near the theater arcade. They never knew what happened to them.
A joke. Not so amusing this morning. Henderson was taken. His number called before the rest.
Why Hannes?
Joseph, you are not telling us all.
Our guards say they recognized him.
But Hannes wasn't there. He didn't even know about it.
Papa, it could have been you. And Papa.
There was no point with the Nazi guard.
And the rest of the council? They didn't intervene? No one protested?
Henderson on the train now.
Without a word.
Paul!
The one in the stars yelling!
You go too far! Too far!
Papa, I'm sorry.
But you do not understand. You cannot.
I understand. I have this to remind me.
What is this talk? The star cannot destroy us, but I will tell you what can. And what is it? No, I will say what can kill us. The star, no white bread, meat, eggs, cheese, fish, fruit, jelly, none of it for a Jew. This will destroy us to be denied the necessities of
I
life.
know, Mom.
And for your father, no tobacco, cigars, no beer, all the little pleasures taken away.
I know that,
And
Mom.
the big ones too, the school, the synagogue, this will destroy us.
Mama, for God's sake.
No, I am not yet finished with being a Jew. It means for all of us separation. And the fear of separation, planes today, tanks tomorrow, and always the guards, the Nazis. You and your foolish bravado. And we may all be lost, all of us.
I know that, Mama. I see what's going on. But to just endure? It seems so...
Weak. To you, it's weak. But think. The Nazis want us to work for them. If we must work, we must eat. There's that chance for life.
I don't call this link.
But while we live, we stay together. And perhaps later...
Yes, if they bid us work, we shall eat. We may survive together. This war, it cannot last much longer.
Alright, Papa.
Alright. Alright. So no more shouting, no more jokes and Nazi guards. In a few more months, we will be back in our class. We rush promised to furnish a safe for us. It is not much time. And we'll be there when we come back.
Yes.
And you and Eric will be married. As you'll see. I promise.
Promises.
You'll see. Come now, Mama. The lights.
Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has held his life. Our commandments and
They're all starting to pour down the street.
kindle
Nothing is
seven
done.
lights.
The first transfers to Terrazine, 9 o'clock the next day. We waited our turn and hoped. Families moved in with each other. We moved in with Erica's families. We moved again. Each week, another decree, straight out of ghetto. And with our lives. Even then, we couldn't believe it all. It was incredible. Our friends lined up the streets and watched us live. 5,000 Jews. Erica Schlager called to me.
Raya, where are you going? Come with me to the cinema.
I can't, Erica. We have to go to the municipal building.
But why?
I don't know.
Didn't they say why?
They didn't say. I ran ahead to join my mother. That was the day we left home.
Jews, I told them quickly, men, left, women, and children, right. Keep moving. Hurry up, move. Shout, shout.
There's Father! What happened to Father? We're getting worked out. What's it? It's been so long. I'm thirsty.
Hungry, please, is there bread? Wait, for just a little while. We'll come to you.
Where's Father?
Where are we going now? What are we doing in the room there? I see, we must wake our parents. We're going to work. They said we would work together. They told me to remember this number. Always. You must remember. At roll call, they will ask your number. You must remember and answer
one of them. The children of Kerosene, one who saw everything. The barbed wire fence, the rats, the lice, one who knew hunger, dirt, and smells, one who wore a train to ride and leave, the screaming sirens, and the tread of heavy feet in the dark. I sat in Irene Sincoma's classroom to write and paint the stories of those days. I never saw another butterfly. The last, the very last, so richly, brightly, dazzling yellow. Perhaps if the sun's tears swing against a white stone. Such a yellow was carried way up high. I'm sure because it wished to kiss the world alive. For 7 weeks, I've lived here, penned up inside of this ghetto. But I have found my people here, and the dandelions call to me, and the white chestnut candles in the court. Only, I never saw another butterfly. That butterfly was the last. Butterflies don't live here in the ghetto. It is weeks since I came to this ghetto. I did not know such a thing could happen to me. When I go home, I'm going to only eat white bread. When I go home, I'm going to make my bed after today. Clean.
When I go home, I'm gonna drink hot chocolate in the winter. Lots of it. When I go home, I got pretty white rose. I'm going to play ball in the courtyard when I go home. And shower if I want to.
I'm going to sit there, hide, and read storybooks as long as I want to when I go home. All night, maybe.
I'm going to play the piano when I go home. And everyone will sing and we won't care who knows who we are.
When I go home, I've lived in the ghetto for more than a year now. Terzi, in the black town now. And when I remember my old home so dear, I can love it more than I could somehow. Home. Home. Why did they ever tear me away? Here, the weak die easy as a feather. And when they die forever. I'd like to go back home again. It makes me think of sweet spring flowers. Before, when I used to live at home, it never seemed so dear and fair.
Everything here is so strange, different than anywhere else in the world. People walk on the street, not just on the sidewalk. But there are so many of us here that we want to fit in the sidewalk. Cars are not drive here though, so nothing can run us over.
We sleep in bunks, and everywhere lots of people are packed in.
Mothers and fathers don't live together, and children live away from their homes.
When you think of the word home, you imagine something quite nice. Well, here it's all quite different.
The buildings now are fuller. Bodies smelling close to body. The garrets gray with light for long hours.
This evening, I walked along the street of death. On my wagon, they were taking the dead away.
I haven't seen my mother for so long.
beard down to his lap, and his head, a little cap, hard crusty crumbles in his gums. He's only got one single tooth, instead of soft bones, went into the soup. Poor old graybeard.
May I call you grandfather? You have no little girl and I have no grandfather.
Tuesday, March 16th, 1943. Today I went to go see my uncle in Stilton Barracks, and there I saw them throw potato peelings and people fought for little piles.
Tuesday, April 6th, 1943. Tomorrow the SS are coming, and no children can go out on the street. Daddy won't know this and I'll die of hunger by evening. Wednesday, April 7th, 1943. I missed Daddy yesterday, but I didn't cry. The other kids couldn't see their parents either.
We aren't allowed to guard the barracks. You can't go on the streets without a pass, and children will get a pass. They said that the last week or even months, like a bird in a cage.
Last night, I had a beautiful dream. I was home. I saw a flat in the street. And now I'm disappointed and out of sorts because I woke up in a bunk and not my own bed. This isn't a home anymore. It's a hospital. Half the children are sick in bed. The number of sick goes up every day. Unstable patients and doctors don't know what to do.
Typhoid raged through kerosene. The hospitals and infirmaries are crowded. They cleared out a whole house and made typhoid ward of it. Everywhere you see the sign, Optin typhus. And every waterfall and pump, don't forget to wash your hands. But anyway, water clean was.
Hey, Cop, 6 fleas and 3 bedbugs today. Isn't that a fine hunt? I didn't need a gun, and right away I have supper. A rat slept in my shoe today. Walter, our hospital sister, killed it. Now I'm gonna fish a tent for the night with Eva.
It's terrible here now. There is a great deal of tension among the older children. They are going to send transports into the ghetto, into the unknown. And 1,500 children will arrive tonight. They are from Poland. We are making bags and toys and little nets for them.
They came today. No one was allowed near them. But we managed to get some news from the barracks. None of the children can speak Czech. We don't even know if they're Jewish children or Polish or what. You can see them all from the fortress wall. They went and were to the reception center.
They look awful. You can't guess how old they are. They all have old faces and tiny bodies. Their hair like it, and very few of them have shoes. They returned from the reception center with their heads shaved. They have lice. They all have such frightened eyes. Today.
We got used to standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 12 noon, and again at 7 o'clock in the evening. We stood in a long line, a plate in our hands, and they gave us a little warmed up water, a coffee, or salty flavor, or else they gave us a few potatoes. We got used to sleeping without a bed, saluting every uniform, not walking on the sidewalk, to again walking on the sidewalk. another 1,000 unhappy souls would go away.
September 5th, 1943. This was a day, but it's all over now. Mamu, Papa, Helena, and Alila are going.
Everyone gave Alila something. She is such a poor thing. At 6 this evening, they reported to the transport, each one somewhere else. The party was hard.
Monday, September 6, 1943. I got up at 6 to see Naugatuck. When I came up to the barracks, the last people were going through the gates and getting on a train. Everything was boarded up all around so that no one could get to them, so they could not run away. I jumped over the fence, ran to the last people going through the gates, and saw the train pulling away while the car Shevko was riding. Where did Jennifer go?
The transport east.
Why?
Toward Crusader to
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz.
She will not come back. He told us he died and go to Auschwitz. It is true. I know you died. And the chimneys and the ovens. When he died, he burned to ashes.
No, this is true.
I know. And you know too. You think because we are children, we do not know.
What have you heard? Where?
Yet he told us. You came from Warsaw. You died and go to Auschwitz and no one returns. Every day the train goes and no one returns. It was there. He escaped. He told us. How is it that you do not know?
I've heard the same talk. We all have. Thank Christ, such things cannot be true.
But it is. He told us we are going to die.
You are only afraid. I'm just afraid.
I want to go home. I hate this place and everything.
Everything.
Yes. What is the use of anything if we're going to die? Jenica, last night we shared our bread and sang together. And now she's
I
gone.
know.
And Eva, and Marianne, and Marianne,
Thank
and Gabrielle,
I
and
know.
Susanna. We promised we'd keep together. That next year in Prague, we'd go to school together. Now there is nothing left.
They were your friends. You loved them. Do not forget how you worked together in this very room. And the poems and the songs. Eva, Susanna, Gabrielle, and their sisters sing. No, they will burn my listen to me. You are no longer a child. Yes, Yeti, you are no longer a child. So I tell you, I have a child. She's 9 years old. She was torn away from my arms and thrown from the train by an angry guard. And I tried to throw myself after her, but I was dragged back into the car. I wanted to die until I came to Terezin and I found thousands of children waiting for me. And then I knew I must not die. Do you understand? You are no longer a child. So I tell you, I have a child. And she lives whenever I comfort another child or dry her tears.
Fear. This is half the story of terror. This is half the story of terrorism. Its beginning, but not its end. I was a child then. I knew that word. I became a woman there and learned another word. From Kirkat and Pavlov, from father and mother, from Irina Sokova. I learned the word courage and found the determination to live, to believe in life.
I believe in life. I am hope. Papa, I'm coming with you. I've settled everything myself and I have a number in your transport.
Your mother and father need to go back to the barracks.
You are closer to me than parents. I must come with you.
you a wedding ring?
Yes,
How much time?
an hour at most.
That will be enough. Tell me your Hebrew names, and you must call your parents and some friends. Dearly beloved, in the Bible we read 3 words, the meaning of which we have never understood as well as today. They are left, red, veiled. Go, lower yourself, and you will rise. We too have sunk very low, but risen very high, because we did not let our sad fate overwhelm us. We have not lost hope that right will finally be victorious over injustice, friendship over hostility, love over hatred, peace over war. If these terrible times had not come, you two young people might not have met and loved and decided to share your lives. And so you may say, good may arise out of evil. Happy those who live in your house and praise you all day long. Happy the pilgrims inspired by you with courage to make the journey. As they walk through the valley of sorrow, they make it a place of springs. Yahweh Sabbath, hear my prayer. Listen, God of Jacob. God, our shield, now look on us and be kind to your anointed. For God is battlement and shield, conferring grace and glory. Adonai withholds nothing good from those who walk without blame. As they walk through the valley of sorrow, they make it a place of springs. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who hast created the fruit of the vine.
Thou art consecrated to me with this ring as my wife, according to the faith of Moses and Israel.
May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord show you favor and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn with loving kindness to you and grant you peace. Amen. One by one, the transports came. Mother, father, Aunt Vera, they went. Earcut and Calvin, they went. Everyone I knew and loved and proud. There was no one who could remember me before I had come here as a child of 12. But there were many left standing at the train. As the transport started up, the cars crowded, boarded, sealed. And we turned and found each other.
Here, you said they wouldn't take him. He was an electrician, a plumber, so clever they said they wouldn't take him.
Everyone goes. Really? Was he your friend?
He was my brother.
You're Naugatuck. I heard about you. I'm Ryan. Ryan and Landrova, my brother Pavel and Irka.
I know. They just got married and what's the good of that?
They're still together.
What's the good of that?
Together they're not afraid. That's the good.
You are afraid.
So what if I am? You're laughing at me? You think I'm a coward?
I'm laughing at you because you're a girl who don't know the first thing about anything.
Well, it's easy for you. I heard how you can get by all the bars. It's easy for a boy.
My father was beaten and left for dead before my eyes. I saw it. I couldn't move. I was so afraid. But I didn't run. good boy, Hans. You're afraid that you were not a cop.
I'm sorry. It's late. I have to go.
Where are you going?
Number 25. Where do you live?
House number 2 on the other side, near the wall.
There's 30 girls in our group. Most of us are from Prague. Irina, she's in charge of the whole compound. She lives with us.
We live alone. We elect our own leader. We have meetings, secret ones.
Don't you have one of the older men there?
What for? We're old enough we work in the fields.
So do we! Some of us. I do. I'm old enough.
We take care of everything ourselves. I'm the leader now. I was elected, so I'm in charge.
Don't you go to school at night after work?
We do sometimes. Sometimes we have meetings, the leadership of the boys' homes. And we talk and plan.
What?
Well, like somebody gets an idea about something, we talk about it. Or somebody does something we don't like, we tell them to quit or us. A lot of things. We're working on something right now.
For the boys' home?
Not just for the boys' home. We're going to have a newspaper and report the news in camp.
Have you done a printing press?
We haven't the need for that. It's not that kind of a paper. We're going to make copies of it and hang around in the barracks. It's my idea.
Will you put one in the girls' home?
I suppose we could. I never really gave it much thought.
I'd copy it over. I could do that.
I'd have to talk it over with the rest. I suppose it's a good idea. I've got to get going. We're going to have a meeting about the paper. You can come if you want.
And so, Venom was born and lived for 3 years and helped us live. We waited to read the copy posted in our barracks, and when it was read aloud, no one was missing. It was an invisible line of communication between the houses so that even across the dark yards in front of barracks, the youth of Terezin grew up together.
Ryan.
Yes? Is this the better ready?
Here it is.
Great, I'll get started.
Wait. We talked about it at the last meeting. We could run some of the poems from the girls' home, when there's room.
Irina will be glad of that. She said it might happen. All the smaller girls got all excited.
There won't be room for too many.
I'll tell her. I'll see you.
Wait. I saw you across the field today. Of course, I couldn't say anything.
I know. I saw you too. Across the road.
Maybe we can plan a way to meet there, in case there are messages.
Wouldn't be safe. The guards are everywhere.
We meet here, at night.
The guards think we're inside the barracks.
I'm not afraid. Are you?
No? Yes? I don't know. I guess I am. They beat you.
Won't be the first time. I always get back up again.
Someday.
Someday. Maybe I won't, I suppose. What difference does it make?
Don't talk like that. I'll go if you do.
Wait, I'm only teasing.
I mean, the boys need you. And the paper. Irina says you're the only one she can trust to bury all the poems and drawings.
Unless we do that.
It would be hard. I mean, these past few months, we became really good friends. I miss you too.
I meant to say that first.
I know.
Good night. Ryan,
Yes?
I have some flowers for you.
Hamza, if you get caught,
You know the square in front of the tower?
the prisoners aren't allowed
Well,
there.
they can't stop us from looking at it. See from here? The corner with all the flowers and butterflies?
I see them.
Well, I'm giving them to you. Every time you pass.
I'll say they're mine. Hamza gave them to me. All the flowers and all of the butterflies. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hamza, Irina gave me a book of poetry. I left it at the end of the field near the shed. I want you to read one special poem.
I found it and read it. I left one for you to look for it. Right, look.
What is it?
Open it carefully. It's very expensive.
You must be since you crawled into barracks to bring it. Why did you leave it in the shed?
It can't be left. Not around here.
Hamza, a sausage? I mean, but you're wonderful. Where did you get it?
I liberated it. usually tailgated.
Stolen. No wonder why it tastes so good. You're so brave.
I won't be here for a few days.
Why? Where are you going?
Don't take any chances coming to meet me on me.
Hansel, what is it?
Nothing. A special detail about something outside the fortifications. They're picking the strongest. I'll be chosen.
But what if something happens?
There'll be a chance for extra food, maybe another sausage.
Oh, Hansa, I don't care about the sausage. I'm afraid.
Don't worry, they want the job done. What's gonna happen? I gotta go.
Goodbye, then. Goodbye. I'll be waiting. Waiting. Oh, please come back.
Ryan, it's all right. I'm thinking through.
What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
The boys are back, all of them.
I've been holding my breath for 2 days. Waiting and waiting. I couldn't think of anything else but Hansa.
What would you do if he had not come back? Weeks and months had passed.
Waited and held my breath for tomorrow. And waited again.
Waiting days are long days, Ryan. You learn to stop thinking of tomorrow to keep alive today. And that's the secret of waiting. To keep alive today.
Part of me is always waiting.
And you do what we all learn to do to make waiting bearable.
I don't know how. I'm afraid.
Afraid of tomorrow? Then think of today. Now, can you live until tonight?
Yes.
And tomorrow morning, can you live until noon?
Yes.
And at noon, and the heat, and the hunger, and the stench, and the weariness. Can you live until night?
Yes. Yes.
Each day you will find some reason.
As you have done.
Yes. Somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us must teach children how to sing again. How to write on paper with a pencil. How to do sums and to draw pictures. So we survive each day.
The singing, the reading, the learning, the poetry, and the drawings. This was part of our survival. In spite of the SS guards and orders against teaching, Irina kept the school in the children's barracks. An older boy was always on guard, and at sight of the SS men, he whistled. Teaching turned into children's games. Games were permitted, but learning was a crime for Jews. We had books. Each of us had brought at least one book with us. Professional musicians, singers, and actors brought their repertoires. Irina brought Ludwig, the children's repertoire, and she did it with the children. And Teresine, Ludwig was one of the things one had to see. Thousands heard its melodies. Hundreds of children experienced in the rehearsals, the performances, the strongest impressions of their short lives. The story was an old one. The legend of the birds of Chet and the villain, Ludwig the carpenter, who hated them because of their song. He built boxes and cages and trapped them one by one until Chet lay sad and silent without sound. But Pepachek, the smallest child in the village, gathered the children together and marched singing into the woods, freeing the birds and routing the wicked Ludwig. Lesson: alone we are helpless. Together we Ludwig, with the rehearsals, the performances, was our hope. We could not let it die. Transports carried away children to die. New children took their empty places and found the strength and courage on playing their parts in it. I know a lady. I bet that lady over there with the little girl will turn around. Or maybe that gentleman. I have a motif in Ludwig, and no matter where they are, they hear it. You can try that anywhere in the world. Just have a motif from our opera, and you are sure to find them. They are sure to come. The few who remember Terezi.
Ava Hess, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Aya Harova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Heinz Hackenberg, 14 years old. Peter Fleischer, 15 years old. Marita Fredrova, 12 years old. František Bass, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Diana Kaufman, 12 years old. Joseph Polak, 14 years old. Dita Vankanova, 13 years old. Nina Lenarova, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Eva Stanova, 13 years old. Hanna Nasova, 15 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Hansa Kochek.
Don't turn, move.
Hansa, where are you?
Don't move. You're on the other side of the fence. Don't move. Just listen. I have a number and I must report.
No!
Don't move. The war is coming to an end.
Hansa, no!
Things are going back to the Nazis.
What do you mean?
Something will happen before long. Please, Ryan, listen.
I'm listening.
I have something. I never told you about the poem. I wrote one for the contest too, remember?
Never handed it in.
I'll leave it here under the fence near the corner. Read it sometime, but don't laugh. You laughed once at the other poem, remember?
I remember.
Now, when you read this,
I won't laugh. I won't. Hansa, please.
don't move! Just stay there. Stay there and read. Goodbye.
Hansa?
Goodbye. Memory, come tell a fairy tale about my day that was lost and gone. Tell about the golden grail and bid the swallow bring her back to me. Fly close to her and ask her soft and low if she thinks of me sometimes with love. If she is well, ask too before you go. Find still her dearest, precious dove and hurry back. Don't lose your way, so I can think of other things.
She were perhaps too lovely to stay. I loved you once. Goodbye.
Goodbye. It was the motto of Terezi. It should have been written over the entrance instead of that lie that greeted newcomers. Work makes us free. It was goodbye, not work that made us free. It was the only thing we knew would never change. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You freed us all. What was there to fear when you had said goodbye to everyone you had ever loved?
2866 was called. When you come to school today, you'll see that I have gone. You will have many questions, and I will answer them before you ask. Once I saw an old Bible picture. Satan was about to pierce a saint through with his lance, and the saint was sitting comfortably there as if it had nothing to do with him. I used to think that medieval painters were incapable of presenting feelings like fear, astonishment, or pain. So it looked as if the saints had shown no interest in their own martyrdom. Now I understand the saints better. What could they do? I wrapped up the last of the pictures and poems in my shawl. See that they are buried safe with the rest somewhere. And remember what they mean to all of us. I have nothing else to give you but this. What you and all the children have made of Terezin. Fields, flowers, and all the butterflies.
January 28th, 1945, and I have survived. Mother, Father, Papa, Yuka, Jenka, Anka, Irina too, in the end, perished at Auschwitz. And I, Raya Ivandrova, after the liberation, returned to Prague, alone.
For 7 weeks, I have lived in here, penned up inside this ghetto, but I found my people here.
You are not alone, and you must not be afraid either.
We will return. Somehow you will see. We will return.
I missed Daddy yesterday, but I didn't get into my sadness. Some Polish children are coming. They're making little toys and bags and everything.
But when to the Pashenko, she cried a lot at the same time. She was so happy to see someone before she left.
I believe in life. I and Pop.
No, you are not alone, and you must not be afraid either.
Yes, I will marry you if you wish to go together.
I never understood it until my father died and told me. You're a good boy, Hunter. You were afraid that you would not come.
Somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us must teach your children how to see again, how to write on paper with a pencil, how to do something to
He
draw.
doesn't know the world at all. Who stays in his nest and doesn't go out. He doesn't know what birds know best, nor what I want to sing about.
That the world is full of loveliness.
I'm with you wherever you are.
As they walk through the valley of sorrow, they make it a place of
I
spring.
have nothing else to give you but this. The fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies.
Mother, Father, Papa, Irka, I hear you. Hansa, I hear, and I remember. Irina Sinkova, I taught the children. My name is Raya. I am a Jew, and I survived Terezin, not alone and not free.